match, and that's going to take some doing, I can tell you, because the ball is going to be spinning around, and the spinners are going to have to be used a lot, and the question is, are they good enough? Now, at the end of yesterday's play, the Australians had taken their score to 2 for 38, and there's a fair bit of batting in that middle order, but who knows, a miracle could happen. We'll pick up play now with a spinner, Hemmings, on his way in to Healey. And straight away, just a little bit short, that one. And so, 1 run to Healey.
2 for 39. My runs are just as important as time as far as Australia is concerned. If they feel they're in any trouble, every run scored is a minute gained. England will have to chase. Long way to go yet. Only 2 for 39. Oh, misfield. Larkins. I've been looking at half a chance for a run out there. Boone was a little bit slow off the mark. Concedes an extra run.
Looked to be a simple case of just taking the eye off the ball, I think. Larkins was looking where he was going to throw the ball before he actually picked the ball up.
That's glanced away. Three to Boone. All very well being an off spinner, but it's just like a fast bowl, you have to bowl the right line. Hemmings continuing over the wicket. Not turning pitch, which is strange. Normally the Englishmen like to go around. The opportunity of an LBW. And the ball straightens. This brings Healey on strike. And they're going to put another man on the onside here. So there's going to be 7 on the onside for Healey. Extra man being placed at mid-wicket. Gower gets a hand to it. I'm not sure whether it carried. I think he may have got it on the half volley. Catch it was a cry. Gower looks disappointed. It's 2 for 45.
Healey looking to loft the ball through the onside field. David Gower diving there rather than moving the feet and moving to the ball.
Barely bowled. He gets punished. Every run so important. 3 to Healey, who's doing a good job as night watchman. Australia now lead by 100 with 8 wickets in hand. That's 2 for 51.
It wouldn't be a bad idea for Graham Gooch to give Devon Malcolm an opportunity with the ball while it's still got some hardness left. England have bowled 20 overs with the new ball, and we certainly saw last evening the pace that Malcolm was able to generate.
Hemmings again around the wicket. That's a good shot. Slightly over pitched, and Boone loves them in that area. Anything that's up there, Boone will hit right through. And on that occasion, not quite timing it well enough to get to the boundary, but they've run 4, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah, it was good running between the wickets. They knew it was Gower. They picked him up on the run through to the boundary, so there was no chance of him throwing it in. He had to relay it. And the other fielder hadn't followed Gower on far enough. That was Tufnell. So it always had to be a loopy sort of throw. And they came back for 4, and that was a stroke only to mid-wicket.
Oh, lovely shot from Boone. He waited for that, allowed it to spin back into the meat of the bat, and he's placed it absolutely perfectly. Lovely timing.
Well, Hemmings has to keep the ball up like that. There's no point in bowling short. They have to get wickets, so the ball has to be up to induce the drive.
Oh, and that's kept low. It's beaten the bat, it's beaten the wicketkeeper, and it looks to me as if there'll be a few byes here, unless it hit the base of the bat. Yes, it must have hit the base of the bat as a result of keeping low, and as a result of that, it beat the gloves of the keeper as well.
just up from the base. Didn't touch Russell's gloves. It seemed to, but it was almost catchable.
This is Mike Atherton. He's being brought into the attack now to replace Hemmings. He bowls leg spinners. Not very often, but he's going to get a chance. It's well played by Boone. That will just be cut off. No, it won't. It'll run into the fence. Short delivery there, which is going to happen every now and again. He doesn't bowl very much, as I said, and that was a short one. Well played by Boone. He doesn't let opportunities go. 2 for 77. The frustrations associated with captaining a losing team. Oh, and he's got it. What a magnificent catch by Gooch. That is an absolutely outstanding catch. A deflection there off the wicketkeeper. Gooch went down to his left, and he managed to latch onto that inches from the ground. You won't see many better than this.
Well, yes, it was brilliantly caught. I just wondered, as it was going through the air to Graham Gooch, whether it did find the edge. But the umpire said so, so there we are.
It's 3 for 81.
And a new series that's not afraid to look beyond.
New batsman at the crease. Really is a veteran of Test cricket, 118. Well, that is a big hit. Bouncing twice into the fence. Just a little too much crowding there. Ian Healey quite happy to put the foot down the track and hit across the line. He's a powerful hitter. He likes to see the ball go.
Well, I think this is good cricket from Ian Healey. He knows that he doesn't want to lose his wicket, but there's no reason why he shouldn't play a reasonable batting game, play some shots.
I still think that Eddie Hemmings just bowling a little flat. I'd also like to see him around the wicket.
The one thing Eddie Hemmings has done, though, this innings, is pitched the ball up more. In the first innings, Australia got far too many short balls. He's trying to put a bit of pressure on Ian Healey here. Nice, good stop. Healey looking for a run. Nice cricket, but no doubt that Ian Healey kept his back foot in the crease.
Well, that's a good shot. Got his foot right to the pitch of the ball. Didn't try to hit it too hard. They pick up 3 for their efforts. No, well, that is unbelievable. Tufnell can't accept that.
Well, can't really blame Devon Malcolm the way Tufnell feels. I mean, I think Devon Malcolm's a bit tired. 42 overs in the first innings. Tufnell's not the best of feelers himself, so he could hardly complain that the others not feeling too well for his bowling.
Well, there's a big shout. I don't think from the moment that hit the pad that there was any chance at all there. It was very well orchestrated. Smith has gone up from the moment the ball hit the pad. It was coming his way. Definitely pad.
Well, I think the England players are shouting for pad onto the glove. That's what they're shouting for, not bat and pad.
Plenty happening out there. Bat pad chances. 2 edges. Mistime shots. And that's a good shot. Shot by a master. Border, one of the best players of spin bowling in the world, has put that one away to a boundary.
Top-class shot by Alan Border. The use of the feet, got right to the pitch of the ball and played the drive against the spin. But look, it's the use of the feet. So he gets so close to the ball that he can play it against the spin with ease. One, two, three little movements, very quickly done.
Well, we saw this in the first innings, the short ball to the left-hander, particularly Matthews, being dispatched away backward a point. It's happening again here. That's the problem. You can't bowl short, even though the wicket's powdering up. We saw that with the footwork from Alan Border in the previous delivery. But forward then back all the time in the world. Slow spin, money for jam. That's a good shot. Devon Malcolm again. We saw one trickle into the gutter in the previous over. Tufnell again disappointed. Gooch adjusted the field, pushed him back a little bit and straighter. It's a long way down, even with elastic arms.
Yes, those hamstrings will be a bit tight and a bit stiff on Devon Malcolm. I don't think he should be fielding there. Tufnell's only got one man on the onside. He needs a really classy fielder.
And there he is. That perhaps is the ultimate. A really rough morning here. Hasn't had a bowl. On hands and knees. He really just can't seem to put the hands in the right spots. Gooch is disappointed. What about the bowler?
Now, this really is the end, isn't it? Tufnell complaining at Devon Malcolm's fielding. The pot calling the kettle black, I think, there.
Nightmare out there.
Well, Tufnell showing his anger there. He's thrown 2 overthrows. He's charged in and picked it up and fired it wide of Russell. It's almost a joke. It's a shame for Gooch, who's trying to apply some pressure. England not out of this match yet. Oh, that's bad bowling. He's putting him away. Beautiful shot.
That brings up Border's 3,000 runs against England, which a very significant milestone in the context of cricket records.
It's a beautiful shot and well fielded. The captain leading from the front. Great catch this morning and then a great save.
Yes, this is very well fielded by Gooch. The ball was going very fast to him, and he managed to get down and get his hand to it. Very well done.
Healey swings it away. That's well played. Fine 50.
Yes, he came in as the night watchman, and he's played very, very well indeed. That's the second time in his Test career that he's managed to score 50.
Sweeps, and he's caught. Gooch has got him. Good catch. Short, backward square leg, 2 grabs, good bowling, good placement at the end. Gooch juggled that catch, and he's taken the second catch of the morning.
Yes, a magnificent catch that by Gooch. In fact, when I say magnificent, it was hit straight to him and he fumbled it. There's no way a Test cricketer should drop those, but he knew that Border was going to sweep. That's exactly what he did, and he hit it straight to Gooch. Gooch had to get his hands up there very quickly. He did that. He fumbled it, but caught it on the rebound, and so that's the end of the Australian captain, and Philip Tufnell has got a smile on his face at last. So Border out for 20, caught by Gooch off the bowling of Tufnell, and the score now moves on to 4 for 129.
Dean Jones, the Test average of 51.07, comes to the crease because Alan Border's been well caught by Gooch at backward square leg, out sweeping, and certainly this Test match is still alive on the final day. And 12 of those 28 runs have been missed fields at mid-on, mid-off. Dean Jones now. Right-hander, slip, silly point, short leg, Tufnell spin the ball away. He's out! He's gone! First ball! Tufnell's on a hat-trick! Losing his speed, he's chipped it back, and Tufnell, he did drop that one. It was like ball into the buckets, and what a test match.
There is no way in the world he was going to drop that. None at all. When it came back to him, he couldn't believe it. In fact, Jones played a very bad shot there. Advanced down the wicket first, trying to chip away at it, and Tufnell, having caught it, went flying around there, boy. And if Borders' wicket brought a smile to his face, that one certainly did. So, things are changing very rapidly here. Have another look at it. Down the wicket he goes. Little chip up there. Tufnell moves around, and have a look at him go. That is, oh, he's loved that one. So Tufnell having a good time of it out there at last, because he's had a bad time of it from time to time as well during this test match. Lots and lots of experience coming his way. 5 for 129.
Steve Waugh to face a hat-trick. Philip Tufnell, the bowler, in only his second test match at the Sydney Cricket Ground. Took a long time to get a wicket in the first innings. He got Matthews off a full toss, but here he could swing this test match on the final day.
What are the odds, Bill?
Well, Stephen Moore's not the best starter in the world. There's only been 3 test hat-tricks by England bowlers, Bates, Briggs and Hearn. You have to go back to 1899. And then you've got Spofforth, Trumbull and Trumbull, 1903-4. So they're very few and far between, Tony.
This is gonna be it.
Geez.
Keep your eye on this.
Boy, you've whiffed it, haven't you?
Have I ever? Am I not entitled to watch it?
He's dropped him! He dropped him on a hat-trick. I'm not sure there was bat there. I think there was, by the hands around. I think that was a catch. That was Gower, the century maker, who's dropped it at silly point. Wow, Tufnell. Dear, oh dear. What a moment it would have been for him and for England. There it is. Oh, he got his left hand. He's very, very close to it, and he put it down.
Yes, he came in at it just a little bit too quickly. Well, what an over that was from Tufnell. It could have been a hat-trick. It wasn't. However, it's brought a smile to his face.
And he's swept away. There's a man there. That's Tufnell. He can do no wrong at the moment. He'll pick it up and bang it back. Five 130. Healey on strike to Tufnell. It's a good shot. Racing away for 4. He's played superbly in Healey. He's played his natural game. Had a little bit of luck, but certainly showed a lot of courage and character.
So Gooch moving a mid-on into position now as a result of the shot from Healey. He certainly has played well. Waugh may take a very aggressive approach here.
Hits through the offside. That's what happens when you over pitch a fraction. It's a fine shot.
That's a magnificent shot from Stephen Waugh. I think he's decided that there's no real future for him in prodding around. He's going to hit through it, and so he's now got the attention of the close to the wicket fieldsman there.
Oh, that's a chance. Difficult one. Went through off the bottom edge to wicketkeeper Russell. So Waugh's dropped again.
Yes, it's I suppose you can call it a chance, but the fact is, if it's gone off the bottom edge, it's very seldom that these get caught. Certainly hit the wicketkeeper's gloves.
Tufnell bowls a lot of overs for Middlesex. He's young. His fingers will be nice and strong. That's a very good session for Ian Healey. Good session for Test cricket. Healey not out 64, Waugh not out 7.
Well, on the way to lunch now, and what a session that was. Imagine if Tufnell... And they'll be coming out there looking for some extra wickets very, very quickly. We're going to pick up play after the lunch break with Hemmings running in to Steve Waugh.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot. He's picking off Hemmings. The cover drive was in the slot and Waugh timed that to perfection.
Super shot from Stephen Waugh. The Australian batsmen, for the most part, have been quite reluctant to get right forward onto the front foot against the spinners. So that's a beautiful example of a cover drive against an off-spin bowler. Gooch has had his best 2 days of the series when England batted first in this third test.
Guys, caught! Waugh's out. Hemmings breaks through. And this game will not lie down and die. Waugh out to 14, caught behind by Jack Russell. Seemed to be the arm ball. He tried to deflect it away, straight through to the keeper.
And at last, Hemmings makes a contribution. Waugh foolishly goes back to him, tries a cut with rather static feet, and he's gone. Russell takes the simplest of catches, so Steve Waugh's on his way. So Australia 6 for 166.
Century maker in the first innings. Greg Matthews in that hundreds. It proved very valuable in the final analysis of this test match. He's caught him! Yes, that's out, he walks, what a catch! That can turn a test match, a fine innings ends with a magnificent catch at silly point. It went quickly and Smith threw out the hand. That's a classic catch and a great moment for Tufnell.
Pure reflex from Robin Smith, the end of a fine innings from Ian Healey. Just have a look at this for reactions. It goes very quickly to Smith's left, low down. He jabs the hand out at it and it sticks in those first 2 fingers and his thumb. And Healey's gone and another Australian wicket's down. So now they're 7 for 166.
Well, what a test match. Rackerman coming out with an average of 4.88. He was bowled in the first innings by Eddie Hemmings. But Philip Tufnell has just picked up Ian Healey, who played beautifully for his captain and team. The Sydney cricket pitch providing great entertainment, enabling the batsmen and bowlers to show their skills. And Greg Matthews, who made a magnificent 100 in the first innings, batting at number 7, but Rackerman is his partner, Alderman and Reid to follow. He's got him! Well, everybody thought it, apart from umpire Cracker and Carl Rackerman.
The pressure's really on these umpires in the closing stages of this test match. They're devilishly difficult to give, but the England lads thought they'd got another wicket there.
Hemmings around the wicket to Matthews. Oh, he's asked for the stumping. That was a good piece of work. Matthews was almost caught out there. Brilliant piece of effort from Russell on the last day. He was quick as a flash.
Could have been only the one sprig left behind the line, I think. That is very close.
That's out. Yes, he's gone that time. No, he's not.
Well, you're almost as enthusiastic as the England team out in the middle, Tony. Disappointment for the England captain, but this is real pressure cooker stuff. Big Carl, indecisive in putting the big foot down the track. The previous over, we saw him lunge down, but now he's in no man's land. And that's better, but not at all convincing.
Well, there was definitely a double noise there. Gooch caught the catcher right, but he could well have clipped his pad on the way through. And I suppose the thing that has to be said is that the umpire couldn't have been dead sure that it hit the bat. So that's the end of the over. It remains on 7 for 171. Swept that one away. That may well go for 4. No, it won't. It'll be cut off down there. I'll settle for 2, however. Hemmings doing the fielding.
That 2 takes the lead overall, considering a 49-run first innings lead to 222. So the game very much in the balance now.
Tufnell and Hemmings have done the bulk of the bowling today. Larkins has a long chase from point.
Carl Rackerman still on naught. Michael Atherton, the bowler. Wrongan coming up. And not far away. It didn't turn quite far enough. Close, but it wasn't spinning back enough. Well, now, is he caught behind or bowled? Russell was going up for the catch, no doubt about that. Perhaps it was both. Might have been edge onto the top of the bail and into Russell's gloves.
Greg Matthews stood there for quite a long time. Certainly waited for the umpire to give the decision, and I think the bail is off. So he is bowled. Greg Matthews bowled by Eddie Hemmings. Ball just flicking the outside of the stump. So Matthews didn't hit it, I would say. It's just clipped the stump. 8 for 189. Terry Alderman, who produced his top score in the first innings, 26 not out, comes in to join Carl Rackerman. Rackerman has been there for well over an hour. A big cheer, but I wouldn't get overexcited just yet. Let's wait till we see the umpire's sign. He's finally done it. 74th ball, was it, Wendy? 75th ball. Nice little smirk there from Carl.
I don't know what he's smirking about. He should be absolutely livid. He had the chance of breaking Godfrey Evans' record. Longest batting time without scoring a run.
Well, that's got to be pretty close. Certainly getting closer.
Well, he was a bit unlucky, Tufnell, because that turned just a little.
It's been a very good effort by big Carl Rackerman to survive with Matthews. It was a good partnership. That's put England right out of the picture as far as winning this test match. And now he's asked for some tape. He's got a blister from hitting the ball so hard. I thought he might have needed a blister for his pads rather than his finger, but there you go. 8 for 192. Rackerman 2, Alderman 1. Rackerman doesn't look like it's much with 2 on the scorecard, but it's been there a long time. Tufnell. It's in the air, he's going to get 5. That's a good effort. Gower takes the catch. A very good effort from young Philip Tufnell to take 5 wickets in the second test match. He's deserved every one of them. He really has bowled well for his captain. He took a hiding in Melbourne. He couldn't get a wicket. He finally got Matthews in the first innings. Now he's taken 6 wickets in a test match.
And what's more, he had a little reprimand from the England management for his outburst towards the umpire in the first innings. Yet he's come back after 1 wicket. He's now got 5, and he has deserved them. Full credit to him for coming back. As Terry Alderman leaves, Australia are 9 for 192.
Bruce Reid, the new batsman, number 11, 9 for 192. Philip Tufnell, 5 for 60. Hemmings with 3 for 87. That just misses the off stump. Look at Jack Russell's face. He can't believe it. How did that miss? He has a look at the stump to see if it went through the gap.
Well, Bruce Reid plays this ball as if he's never picked up a bat before in his life. Plays all around it. Wonderful view of that. And it's just missed the stump.
In fact, I think it hit the stump, and it's misfielded by Atherton as a gully through his hands. Reid coming back for the second. There's a slow one. He's gone for it and he's put it away. That's fair enough. And it's not going to go to the fence. Devon Malcolm's the chaser. They're through for 2. And they're happy with 3 to Rackham.
Yes, I think that was good cricket there. Eddie Hemmings just trying to tempt Carl Rackerman with a slower ball, which I talked about, trying to just tease the batsman out, because they're not getting out through normal deliveries. But he accepts the challenge. Just Carl strikes it quite well and gets himself 3 runs. Well, finally, Devon Malcolm's going to get a ball. It looks as if Graham Gooch has had enough of these tail-enders hanging about, propping and copping, just taking up a lot of time. He's now called up the big fella. He said, come on, if you're going to waste any more time, let's have a real good blast at them.
Rackham 7, Reed 5. Inside edge, the second new ball has been taken. It's the first over from Devon Malcolm. Coming back for 2. Stewart throws the ball. Rackham's just there. 9 for 205. The batsman out today. Boone for 29. Border 20. Jones a duck. War 14. Healey 69. Matthews 19. Alderman 1. And there it is. So another wicket for Devon Malcolm. Rackham is bowled for 9. Australia are all out for 205.
So at last the Australians bowled out, and who knows what may have happened had Gooch decided to bring Malcolm on a little earlier. Anyhow, let's have a look at the cards now. The Australians all out there for 205, and Rackham, don't worry about the 9, it was the nuisance value associated with his knock. He broke a record here. He was on naught for longer than any Australian in the history of Test cricket down under, and that is some sort of record to have alongside your name. So let's have a look at the England bowling. Devon Malcolm, 6 overs, 2 for 19. Most of that happened right at the end of the innings. Gladstone Small didn't get much work, in fact, very little. Eddie Hemmings was a disappointment to me, 41 overs, 3 for 94. Tufnell, I think he's learned something from this match. So England need 255 to win this match of just 28 overs, and I don't think there's anyone in the stadium at that stage who thought they had a price of doing that. We'll be back after the break for the England innings. Because out to the centre with the captain of England, Gooch, walked one David Gower, which was an indication straight away that the England team had decided to go for the runs, despite the fact that it was a very, very tall order. We pick up the action with Alderman running in to bowl to Gooch.
Gone over the top. Oh, there's Gooch showing he's prepared to take them on. That's going to race away for 4. Alderman just straying on middle leg. It's the over bowled. It's no wicket for 5. It's off the mark with a nice push square of the wicket. The sweeper is Jones. They're through for 2. And they're happy with 2. The fact that Rackham is bowling may be an indication that Reed's not 100% fit. Hit that well, that's through cover, it's racing away for 4. Rackham just a fraction over pitched, and Gooch in good touch. Hasn't made a big score in the series, a couple of 50s, but he's certainly batting well.
Huge piece of willow he's got. They call him Thunderbat. Magnificent year last year, almost 5,000 runs in all types of cricket, 19 centuries. And that typical of the man. Big cover drive, picks the gap.
This time he goes over the top down a long, and that's Paul Moore. They couldn't make 255 in 28 overs, could they, Max?
Cricket's a funny game, Bill, with all sorts of batting. I saw Alan Lamb here one night peel off 18 off a final over. Bruce Reid was the bowler, and England won that match. So anything can happen. A little bit of adrenaline moving through the body. Tension on the handle. He hit a couple in the middle.
Well, that's a good shot. It's wide of Rackham. Coming back for the second. Gower stretching out and making it easily. No slipping now for Gower, so Border purely on the defensive at the Sydney Cricket Ground. Final day of the third test match, and what a test match it's been. 8,000 test runs for David Gower. Not far behind Jeffrey Boycott. The highest score ever for England in test matches. And my word, he's played well in this match.
And all eyes focused on the action in the middle.
Over, what a shot. Picked him up, hit him straight over mid-off before. Oh, Gooch is going to be very dangerous on Thursday at the day-night match at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. This type of touch, it's really ripping into the Australian bowlers.
Ian Atherton added 95 in the first dig. Very good nick.
Plus, they've got a captain in absolutely magnificent form. What a great shot.
Yeah, there's no stopping this man when he's playing as well as this. You can set field wherever you like, but Graham is in such good order. This is what the English fans saw last summer, and he continued throughout the summer doing it. And certainly the Essex fans will have seen shots like that throughout the summer. And what a pleasure it is to see England playing like this. And if they can hit the odd boundary, well, who knows? We might just see a minor miracle here at the SCG.
Great shot. Beautifully timed, as you always expect with David Gower.
And what a shame there's not more people here to see this fabulous effort that England are putting in at the moment.
Nothing wrong with the delivery. It was right on the stumps.
And that's the England 50 partnership in 45 balls, which is a great start.
And there's no one at long on. Taylor is at deep mid-off. So a good over there for England. 9 off that over, it's none for 58. England keeping the rate up around 7 per over. That's a good way to start the over with a boundary. That takes a lot of the pressure off the batting side.
And David Gower there was shaking his wrist a bit. That one obviously hurt him a bit, and still suffering from that bruised wrist or hand. There he goes off the stumps, but turning down the leg side and finds a gap, backward deep square leg.
Well, that's well hit. Beautifully hit. Gooch is not concentrating on singles. That's a great save by Jeffrey Marsh. Tremendous save. And also with Bruce Reid looming in the eyes, makes it an even better save. Taylor. And he's got a great pair of hands. So the first England wicket is down. David Gower only a few metres short of the fence. But Australia badly needed to stop the momentum that Gower and Gooch had going. Taylor takes the catch. Gower, the first England batsman out. For 36, it's 1 for 84.
And the new batsman is Larkins. He's come out to join Gooch. He's going to try, I should think, get Gooch as much of the strike as he can. And there's a big appeal. He's given him out OBW. Yes, that was on the full, I think. A big appeal from Border. So England have now lost 2 wickets in quick succession. Larkins trying to get that one away on the onside. Didn't get any bat to it. It hit the pad on the full, I think. And the umpire down that end decided that it was out. Have another look. In fact, it didn't. I think it might have pitched in the rough, then turned straight and down and hit him on the back leg. This umpire, Peter McDonald, down there, decided that he was out LBW. So that's the end of Larkins, and England are 2 for 84. Stewart is the new batsman. Border continuing. Two for 85. We're sending him back. This will be out. No, it won't. The throw's wide. Boone's throw very wide indeed. The keeper Healey having to go a long way to his left, and he had to try and flick the ball back onto the stumps then. We smashed that one into the gap on the onside, and that brings up his 50. What an innings this has been. He simply looked up, picked the gap, and hit the ball into it. A magnificent innings by Gooch. He's got that one away, and there might be 2 here. Gooch is coming back, and the throw is on, but he's comfortably home. And those 2 runs bring up the 100 for England. And it's also the end of Alan Border's over, and that's the score, 2 for 100.
England have just got a faint outside chance if they can keep up the memento, but I think it would need Graham Gooch to bat throughout the innings to get them home. But these really are crazy numbers in terms of Test match cricket. It's virtually impossible, but they're giving it a huge go.
And out, straight to Border, and that's the end of Gooch. And I should think it'll probably also bring to an end this effort by England to go for the runs. Gooch walking past Stewart there, perhaps a few words to him as he went past him. I'm not quite sure what he said. Probably words to the effect that, righto, that's it. He smashed that one very hard, straight to Border, who's made no mistake. He's got great hands too. And so Matthews picks up another wicket. And the score is 3 for 100.
Robin Smith, the new batsman.
Oh, there's a run out here by Miles. Come on, somebody. Well, Alex Stewart is out, run out. That was played backwards to swear, and he was on his back foot, was Robin Smith. Alex Stewart decided he wanted the run, and unfortunately, they didn't agree, and so one of them has to go, and on this occasion, it's going to be Stewart.
Well, technically, it really is the non-striker's call behind square. Alex Stewart run into the danger end. Look, he would have got in quite easily. Robin Smith never moved, so one of them was run out. It happens to be Alex Stewart because Smith's not moved. Alex Stewart, very disappointed there. He looked in good touch. And England now 4 for 100.
11 test matches, Michael Atherton, age 22. And his highest score, 151, a career average of 47, which is very good. Highly regarded in England. It's a good aggressive shot, and well fielded too by Bruce Reid.
What a final session it has been. The onslaught from Gooch and Gower. Beats him, a big shout. Not out. Maybe a few words there between Healey and Atherton, some stares at least.
Big shout there from Healey, and just a nice little stare from Mike Atherton.
It's time he deflects away, and it's a single. What's the umpire for the call here? There was some bat on that. Sweeps fine.
That was a good sweep shot, intentional to keep it fine, and it's quite a fast part of the ground there because that's where the roller and the tractor come out from the tunnel, so it's probably a little drier down in that area, but the ground flattened by the roller.
He over bowled. It's 4 for 113. Well, Alan Border has called the game off at 5:46, and what a test match. Handshakes all round. It's a hard-fought test match. England did well, chasing 518.
Well, despite the fact that the Australians have retained the Ashes, I think the England side won themselves some brownie points with a bat, at least, because it was good to see Gooch go out there, and I'm sure the crowd appreciated seeing the little run chase they got themselves involved with. Let's have a look at the card now. The England card there with Gooch and Gower going into bat first, and they certainly put on a very quick-fire partnership. They had to score around about 9 and over in order to get the runs in 28 overs. Well, that wasn't to be. Larkins out for a duck. He too was trying to go for it. Alex Stewart was badly run out. Smith not out 10, and Atherton not out 3 at the end of the day. And those are the Australian bowling figures. The wicket takers there, Matthews and Border, again spinners, bowling on a wicket which on the 5th day suited their style. So after the game, I was in a position to catch up with both the captains and the man of the match.
We had high hopes this morning, obviously, and we was hoping to get a couple of early wickets, and we managed to plug away and get some wickets, and we obviously didn't have the result we wanted after sort of lunch and getting their tail enders out, which held us up for an hour or so. Otherwise, if we'd have got rid of their tail pretty quickly, I think it might have been a very interesting game.
Now, the question I suppose they're all going to ask you when you have to confront all the press as you do at the end of these test matches is, had you put on the big fellow, Devon Malcolm, a little earlier against Kyle Rackerman, it may have been that you would have been able to get rid of him, because he turned out to be a real nuisance, didn't he, really?
Well, yes, but Devon was struggling a bit from a side strain, and the problem was that they weren't scoring any runs, and you know, we just plugged away, and the danger was if Devon come on and didn't get it right and they got an extra 10, 15 runs quickly, you know, with time and the equation with the runs, I didn't think it was worth the gamble, but he was struggling a bit with an injury, but as it turned out, he cleaned him up in the first over, but you know, that's one of the chances you take, and you know, he hung around for a long time, which made a difference in the end.
Congratulations, the boys must be very happy. You retained the Ashes now, so that was the first objective, I suspect.
Well, that was the objective today. You know, we didn't think we had a chance of winning, setting them a target and bowling them out today, but yeah, full credit to the England blokes. I mean, Graham made the declaration, and they put a lot of weights on us during the day, and a few half chances here and there. And it was a very hard-fought game, and it could have easily gone their way.
Congratulations. Look forward to the World Series Cup match.
Thanks very much, Tony.
That was Alan Border. We've also got a man of the match, $1,000, plus the Baccarat decanter that you can see there. And Michael Atherton has been adjudged man of the match. Congratulations. Congratulations. A great performance after a tough time. I suspect it's very, very hard to come back having made 4 low scores, especially as a young player. Did that affect you very much? Was that weighing on your temperament a little bit?
It's always in the back of your mind. Obviously, I hadn't played at all well in Brisbane or Melbourne. And as a young player, I always feel as though your place in the side isn't that secure. So it's nice to get a big score, and hopefully I'll be in the next test now.
Some interesting comments there from the captains, and an interesting selection of the man of the match too. Alan Davison, the great left-arm seam bowler for Australia, making that selection. Now, the next match is going to be he's got to win this test match in order to go through to the next one and win that one as well if he's going